here, guys. It's La Podcast.
We're in. I was looking at the wrong camera. We're in.
We're in here amazing. I'm having an amazing morning, by the way.
It's morning. I'll tell you what. It's 11 a.m., which is 7 a.m. for the likes of me, as well as the rest of us.
Yeah.
But it feels good. You know what? I feel like I'm waking up with the birds. I'm a farmer. I'm planting the seeds for the day.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, bitch.
Rise with the rooster.
Rise
bitch.
with the rooster, bitch.
Yeah.
And we have an amazing guest.
We have an amazing guest, and I don't know if you guys can know, but the camera's kind of wider today. I don't know.
And that's because it's including a third person who is a global stand-up comedian from Ireland and podcaster Joanne McNally.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing.
Take it. Why don't you take it?
I'm actually doing really well, actually. These are my
you for
plans.
When someone asks me the
Really?
question, it comes out naturally. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm being tired is a very boring complaint, but I've been on the road. I've been over here I think I've been here for a month now.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's
Living out of
too
a
long.
suitcase, out of no clean clothes. So that's why I'm dressed like a children's TV presenter. This is all I have left.
I love it. I think you look 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a what do they call it? What do you call it?
Recycle.
Yes.
Rebranded.
Upcycle.
Upcycle.
Rain jacket and business shirt in one.
Oh, kind of a collab.
Do both.
Oh,
Get
I
a girl
see it.
who could do
For the
both.
40 business bitch. Exactly. Yeah.
I do love that color palette, which is like that coffee cup from diners.
Yes.
Yeah. From the
Oh.
80s. You know, it's like the teal, purple, white, black.
Oh, I
It's
don't
a
know
thing.
that.
It's like a dad's snowsuit. Listen, if it
It actually is. And I'm wearing a baseball cap because I've given up on
But with a
grooming.
professional mother's
Yeah.
gesture. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if it rains in the office, you're good. You're
That's
set.
exactly what it's like.
I love it. I want it.
I know.
I want give it to me.
She's going to buy the exact same thing.
Wait, what did you were saying you were going to save something for the podcast when we started rolling?
Oh, we were talking about weddings.
Weddings.
And you were saying that maybe, or, sorry, not weddings, funerals.
The opposite.
A marriage of death.
Oh, flip the script. Death.
When they marry God for life.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
On their heavenly honeymoon.
a celebration of where a wedding is really a celebration of death of your single life.
It is.
So
Yeah.
sorry, bitch.
Sorry, bitch.
And I'm deceased.
And Lizzie, sorry, and Lizzie's over there. Sorry,
Socially
bitch.
deceased.
Socially deceased.
Sexually deceased.
And so, well,
No, I know.
I'm pregnant, so something's working.
Someone's doing something.
Do you know I've got two stories?
Okay.
Go.
Friend of mine, she knew the doctor who delivered her baby, right? So
Yeah.
we're just getting straight into it.
Yeah.
When she went home after she was healing, she healed obviously after the baby. Her husband tried to ride her again. She was like, "All right, go on, I'm ready." He couldn't get it in, right? So the doctor had given her what they call a gentleman's stitch.
A gentleman
What's
stitch.
that?
She's a woman.
You guys don't know about this?
No.
Oh my God. Oh,
For the gentleman's pleasure, they stitch up the vagina super tight, smaller than when it started, because obviously having a baby, you know, it's a bit
sure.
chaotic.
Sure.
And
Lot
yeah,
going on.
but she didn't know. So she was stitched up for her husband's pleasure. Didn't even know it. Had to go back in and get them out.
Oh,
Wow.
men supporting men. Oh my
That-
God. Yeah,
it was
literally.
a female doctor.
Oh,
Crazy.
guys, girl.
Fuck that girl.
you.
Guys,
Pick me,
girl.
girl. She pick me, girl.
That's fully Ghislaine Maxwell. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Ghislaine.
That is
Epstein's
the
Island. This is
equivalent.
Epstein's Island.
That is Mrs.
Yeah.
Epstein.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ms. Epstein now.
If
Yeah.
you're nasty.
Even her husband was like, I fucking can't get it in. What's going on?
That's
You've
crazy.
shrank.
I'll be having a word with my doctor.
You're like a little gentleman stitch there. But, you know,
Well, I'm like,
Not
get
too many.
us back to where we need to be. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Wait,
For
so
me.
the
For me.
But don't get crazy.
exactly.
Forget
Don't
it.
have like a
Gentleman's-
tic-tac vagina where nothing can get in.
So the gentleman's stitch.
Yeah.
Let's just go into that a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it to make it like more
Tight.
plie? You know what I mean? Like is
Plie.
It's
it
not a shape issue.
Yeah,
it's
it's not.
more tight. It's not a fox eye. It's a shutting of the eye.
that really helped me. I hope you know. Yeah.
I love you're like, it's not like designed in a different way.
Like they're like freestyle. Let's see what we
Yeah.
can do with
Let's
this.
make it a rub this.
She's got 4 holes. What happened there?
Oh my God.
And then the other thing that because we were talking about funerals and hooking up at funerals was, I don't know. If you
Oh yeah,
saw it.
hooking up at funerals is
Well,
what we were talking
you know,
about.
potentially, look, when there's a gang of people in the same room
Yeah.
and the drink is pouring and the sandwiches are out, romance happens.
It's
And the
a
emotions
cocktail
are
hour.
heavy.
It's a cocktail hour.
It is.
People are sad.
And
You know what I
I'm gonna look good too.
Yeah, you know, grief is great on people.
It makes you.
Does make you thinner.
Yeah, crying and you're all glowy in the face. So this woman, I don't know if you saw, because it did go viral, but it happened in the UK, which is where I live.
Shout
And
out.
Shout out. God
Shout
save the
out.
king.
Okay.
Brits. And this they were having a funeral. This is only not that long ago. And they were doing that. I don't know why. It's that COVID hang up where they send people a link and they're like, look, if you can't make it, you can Zoom in and have a. So they had the screen up live, Zoom, like people on their cameras, like you sitting there, they could see them.
Yeah.
And this woman obviously didn't realize her camera was on, zoomed into the funeral, had her laptop facing the bathroom, went into the bathroom, got into the bath, started shaving her undercarriage.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Girls get it done.
And that is, to be clear, when you shave your puss, you are
It's
full.
undignified.
You have a foot in a light socket, and
No,
the
yeah.
other one's in the drain.
Yeah. It's pretzel shit. Like you're bent over,
Yeah.
backwards, upside down, inside
Do you
out.
do several mirrors? I kind of do like a house of mirrors kind of thing when I'm doing my ass.
You don't need
Kinda
a
hope for the
mirror.
best of me, don't you?
You sort of just, you can, it's more sense memory than anything.
It
Yeah.
really is a sense
Mm.
You're
memory.
sort of just,
You are slowly pulling yourself apart. You're like,
Yeah.
you know, because you don't want to miss anthem
exactly.
I know. Yeah.
for the male experience.
It's all about
and
the
I'm
male
all about the
experience.
male
Shout out
experience.
men.
Shout out guys
Yeah.
everywhere.
You're like
Shout out
big
boys
patch.
everywhere.
And there's always a patch. Like, do you ever
Yeah.
shave your legs and then when you're like, how did I miss
Yes.
this giant line of hair on the
Yes.
I have like, my ankles
Hmm?
have never seen a razor, no matter how many times I shave them.
Yeah.
There's one thing.
And
Yeah.
my ankles are like, I have a sock, always.
Yeah.
back? What? Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah,
always
yeah,
get
yeah.
this, like right here.
Yeah.
What,
Just
like,
like
a, like a
hairs that have been
caveman, like
growing.
furry
Yes.
foot?
Yes.
Hairs that have been growing since I was born. Do you understand?
Yeah, like a hobbit just on the ankle.
Yes.
But the woman, so she shaved her. I was like beamed out
Yeah.
into the whole church.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, under God's eye.
And then she turned up to the afters, didn't know. She went to the sandwiches after.
No one texted her.
But what's crazy?
Do not come to the after hang. Like,
Yeah.
do not.
No, but you can kick people out of Zoom calls if you're the owner of the Zoom meeting. So somebody didn't remove
The priest.
her.
Clearly,
So
this
that's
was
the
yeah.
other
Was
layer
the
to this.
priest
Is like
busy?
everybody chose to watch her shave her puss from start to finish. But that is an option that they chose to do because if you were running that Zoom, you can put them back in the waiting
No, the priest
room.
was like, let's fucking.
Let's see
See where this goes.
Oh,
Let's see where
damn.
this goes.
the whole
This is
thing.
fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
You
love
so
her
seldom
technique.
get it all.
I shave my ass. I'm a priest, so I'm gay.
Do you think
know what I
they
mean? Yeah.
realize like halfway through? Because no one's really looking at the Zoom screen, right? So do you think they're like crying, drinking a coffee, and then people are like, oh,
Hairless pussy.
hairless pussy,
Yeah.
shaving pussy.
There's photos of it on the internet. It was this huge screen above the altar.
Oh, that's awesome.
Above the altar,
Yes.
Oh, that's
Jesus was
awesome.
holding the screen.
The body was laid like in an open casket, and above it is this live image of a woman shaving her vagina.
I mean, that's the ideal.
I mean,
it's the funniest shit. My question was, who's she trying to ride at the afters? Because
Yeah.
Clearly,
yes,
it was
she was
for
preparing
that.
because
She
you
was
do it for the
preparing.
night
was it a
up. Yeah.
woman's funeral when her late husband, widower vibes?
do you know what the saddest thing about it? No one gives a shit about who died now. I don't. I
No.
couldn't even tell you if it was a man or a woman. All
That
I
sucks.
know is that woman, she stole the show that day.
That's
So no
awesome.
Zooms at my funeral at all. I fucking
Yeah.
I still
I-
disagree. I'm
I think that's
saying
performance
more
art.
Zooms, more Zooms.
Yeah.
maybe she hated the person who died, and she was like,
yeah.
I'm gonna
I'll
shave
show
my
her.
fucking
Yeah,
pussy
yeah.
at your funeral.
Yeah. Maybe
When
she-
you die, mark my words.
gonna look
I'll be
fresh.
shaving my pussy at your funeral. And then she made an oath, and on his deathbed, she fulfilled
Yeah.
her oath.
Sometimes revenge is a dish best served after the other
Hairless.
person's dead. Hairless and live. Hairless and
she
live.
gets there and everyone's looking at her, and her friend comes up and she's like, "Am I late? Like, what's up? What is wrong? Like, did
Oh
I?"
my god. Oh my god.
No, everyone saw you shave your pussy.
Why is everyone being weird? Why is everyone weird with me?
Oh my god, I forgot to call you. Everyone
Oh
just
my
saw you
life.
shave your pussy.
I knew I meant to do something after the funeral. I just totally forgot to call you and tell you that you've just done that. No one contacted her.
That's so
That's
crazy.
awesome. If
Wow.
I ever do something like that, no one tell me. And let
Yeah.
me show up.
Yeah.
Gabby, if I didn't tell you when I was in the room, you would be so mad at me after the fact.
No,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? I'm texting you.
Yeah, but like let that happen.
We just see your phone in the Zoom go.
Wait till she finishes.
Oh, yeah, like-
But it's next to the computer and I'm all the way in the bathroom.
oh shit. Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry everyone. Still on the Zoom. Oh,
Almost
sorry.
finished.
Here's my boobs tube.
I mean, I'm usually because hackers these days. You gotta get a
Preach.
VPN, okay? I'm always worried that someone's hacking my camera and like watching me.
Mm.
So instead of like putting something over the camera, I just kind of live more beautifully, like,
Just to give them a show.
yeah, like if that were to happen to me, I want them to be like, oh, look at that beautiful creature.
I'm like, do you know what's so I can't, it's bleh. I'm glitching.
No, it's 11.
It's 11 in the morning. I did a podcast recently called Did Furbies Spy on Us for BBC Sounds, which is all about surveillance. Because
Yeah.
Furbies back in the day were banned from the White House because the American the intelligence thought that they were spying. They thought that they were
From China?
From China, right? 'Cause they were like, they spoke Furbish and they'd repeat what you said, and they thought that they were maybe
Mhm.
they didn't let them on planes and all this stuff.
I mean, this is
I didn't
exactly what I
know
was talking
that.
about with your Alexa. Okay, they are a listening bitch.
Well, so then it was all about
More on that later.
It was all about so the podcast went into all about surveillance. So I interviewed this guy who works in cybersecurity, and all that. It's worse than So I'm first.
It's worse than we
It's
thought.
worse than you think.
It's worse. It's
than you
worse.
think.
Oh
Did
no!
you see the story recently about the cruise ship? It was in
No.
America. I think it was in the New York Post. This cruise ship, the guy working on the cruise ship had just been done for putting cameras in 1,000 of the rooms, or spying on 1,000 people maybe in
Wow.
whatever. They come and keep. So we went to this spy shop in England. It's just called Spy Shop. It just has Spy Shop. written on
Bad.
it.
Okay,
Awesome.
not inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Bad for spies.
Spy shop.
Yeah.
Spies go here, so
Yeah.
maybe check if you're looking for a spy. Probably in,
Yeah.
in the shop.
If you find a receipt in your husband's bag from the Spy Shop, he's been to the Spy Shop.
Yeah. Red flag.
Yeah.
Bitch, 1 + 1 = 2.
They
Okay.
they had like cameras in, plugs in, key car with something that just looked like a car key. It was like this recording device. that had, like,
Yeah.
10,000 hours of recording time. It's bananas. There was a woman who, and this is relevant to you. Is that your first baby?
Yes.
Her nanny cam.
Will
I'm
be
not
your
doing-
last one.
I'm not doing Wi-Fi.
You're not doing that.
I'm not doing Wi-Fi.
Don't.
Because they can hack into the Wi-Fi and watch
This
the
man
nanny
was
cam.
watching her do
Mhm.
breastfeeding her kid. He was watching her
Mhm.
ride her husband. The camera was moving around. She didn't understand. She thought that was just part of having
Yeah.
a nanny cam. That
Oh,
followed
it's
you around.
just it's
here's
saying
my
fuck yeah, fuck
question.
yeah.
No.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
hell yeah. You move over here. Fuck yeah.
Is the nanny cam moaning?
There's
Yeah.
a little man in it.
AI is getting crazy. Okay? Like-
Is that Alexa? Reset settings. Alexa.
Alexa, stop.
oh, okay.
Reset. Here's my question though. Because I think about this when we tour in hotel rooms, I'm like, there's definitely cameras in here, no doubt in my mind, someone's watching me pee.
Mhm.
But to that I say la vie.
I know.
If there's some Russian guy in a tunnel jerking off to me peeing in Portland, Oregon,
Yeah.
God bless him for the effort it took.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel.
Once I don't know, I don't care. I don't care. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah.
No, I kind of
No.
like
Look at
want
my
them to
tits. It's
see-
not that
I wa-
exciting.
I want
They're
them to see
small.
a little. I want like it kind of looks good, right? Like that's
I
what
love your idea of living more beautifully, of being like,
getting
The
up from my
art.
desk like.
Oh,
Like a black and white French film.
Well,
Yeah.
my
Going to
biggest
sleep,
fear
like-
is doing something cringe and then or like doing like being
embarrassed in front of the hacker.
being embarrassed. Like
Yeah.
like if I like got camera of me being like like any kind of cringe moment
Yeah.
that would maybe send me off a bridge.
Yeah.
As in I would dive.
Like reciting your set or singing to yourself, stuff like that. But
Singing
like wanking
to
off, you're like, you
myself.
can have it. You can have it.
Yeah, so look at my body.
You can have it.
Absolutely look at my body.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to
But
think.
don't record me on the phone with my dad.
Yes.
Mm,
There you
That's
go.
yeah,
the
yeah,
difference.
Yeah.
Or read my journal. I think if I die, Gabby, I want you to go to my apartment, take my journal. You can read it, but maybe you shouldn't. Okay.
I'll
Star heavily.
Actually, you get my
I'll do
journal.
it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
I'll make a podcast.
But I'll only read up to today, and then just in case you have any strong opinions on me, that goes into the journal. I won't
very
read past
respectful.
today.
I'll give
Yeah.
you instructions.
Yeah.
No.
I'm reading it like fucking piece of shit.
Oh, fuck,
Oh, I'm
I
a bitch.
see.
I'm a bitch. Oh,
Okay, you fucking,
I'm making
look who's
notes.
alive.
Look
and
who's alive,
dead.
idiot.
You're
Fuck
writing
you.
back.
I was actually not being a bitch in this moment.
When the detective finds this, I just want you to know I have something to say.
I was completely in the right.
So should we do what are you serving?
Yes. Okay, what are you serving? Is a segment. It's sort of more ethereal than anything else.
Okay.
It's
Just
just sort of
vibe.
in the id. It's like, what are you serving? Like today, I feel like I'm serving, in combination with this sweater, a Muppet. I'm serving
Totally.
a life-size puppet who works professionally in the media realm. Do you understand?
yeah,
This is not
yeah.
your average child's puppet who's in a closet, only out for playtime. No, I'm working 9 to 5 as a puppet.
Like
Do you understand?
Kermit, like you have reps.
I am
Yeah.
a union actor in my ass. Do you
Yeah, yeah,
understand?
yeah.
This is not playtime, bitch. This is the show. Okay.
Mm-mm.
What?
Does
So,
that help at all?
Did that put you on? Did I get you?
I think it's worse now. I think
It's just vibe.
I know what you're
It's
saying.
a vibe. It's vibe.
Do you
Yeah.
know what I think I'm serving today?
What are you
Yeah.
I think I'm serving, like I said, children's TV presenter who just won't accept that you're not wanted in the industry anymore.
Washed up.
Like a washed up wiggle.
washed
Yes. Yes. Like
Not a washed up wiggle.
an out of work Teletubby.
Oh,
Out
No,
of
we're
work.
good. You can
even
go.
fatter than when he started.
Yeah.
And his TV is just static.
It's gone.
Oh,
The sun
It's
baby
just the
all
news.
grown up.
It's morning. It's morning time. That's the baby. Oh God.
fucking early, no?
Your bottles of vodka crackling in the background as well. Yeah.
Get up, get out of my apartment. There's
That's
someone in
me,
there.
I think.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
You know the son just got married.
The sun
Did
baby.
he?
The son, a girl, if you could imagine, just got married.
I have to say, even as an adult now, I look at Teletubbies in awe of what that serves. As in,
Yeah,
Yeah.
wild
right.
ride to watch, and it was kind of ahead of its time. Do you remember Tinky Winky had a handbag, but he was a boy?
Yeah,
Do you remember Tinky Winky had a
Oh
handbag?
hell yeah.
gay. They
Okay.
were gay puppets.
They were
Yeah.
gay coded, but back then I
They
feel
were
like
gay coded for sure.
Gay
Yeah.
aliens? Aliens?
gay,
I
more
don't know
like
what they
demons.
were.
I would say. To me, it's reading demon than alien, like another dimension.
It's spacey.
Ooh, yeah.
It's spacey.
They're a little robot-y.
It's matrixy. It's glitchy. It's ahead of its time. Remember the Hoover that could just go around on its own. The robot
Yeah.
Hoover.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Was there
Head
Oh,
of
and it would be like
time.
Snuffleup. Or that's a
Yes.
completely other
Not
world.
Snuffleupagus?
But it would be Snuffleupagus.
It was
vibes.
what are those called?
Roombas.
Rumba.
And then
We-
they'd have the
Roomba?
tannoy would say
I know.
things. Time for Teletubbies. Time. It was very 1984. Very
Yeah.
George Orwell.
Yeah, that's where we're headed. By the
Fahrenheit.
way.
451.
Yeah, these screens are going to be in your gut soon.
I wish it would make it so much easier because I'm losing this thing. Just
Yeah.
throw it in.
Did you ever see the behind the scenes photo of the Teletubbies taking their heads off?
No.
What's wrong with
Making
me?
out.
What do I do?
You know a lot.
I just know a lot of shit.
No,
Sure.
I mean, I
I love it.
think like children's shows back then, like no one was like watching. So like they could do a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like how SpongeBob was all about actually like gay sex the entire time.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
I never
yeah,
watched
everything's an
SpongeBob.
innuendo.
Bikini Bottom. There, there's a crusty crab in
Sandy
Bikini
Cheeks.
Bottom, sandy cheeks. It was originally written for gay men.
Are you serious? Or
Yes.
is that a conspiracy?
It's both.
I mean, gay men are at the root of every conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's true.
9/11
gay.
9/11
QAnon.
totally gay. QAnon
9/11,
gay.
really, they're not even talking about us. But we got them.
We got them good. You think QAnon's not a drag? That's a perfect drag name. QAnon.
QAnon. 'cause
Cute
anonymous.
anon.
Yeah. Cute anon. That rocks.
Epstein.
Somebody can have that. Somebody can have that.
Epstein's like the one not gay thing.
That's so
okay?
true.
Oh my God.
And guess who got caught? Guess who got?
Who?
Epstein. The one not gay one.
Oh. I didn't know there was gay ones.
No, that's the bit we're
Gay
doing.
guys do all that kind of stuff like sort of out in the open. We don't need an island.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll do that on land, darling.
Okay, do you want to hear what I'm serving?
Do it.
Okay, I am serving you kind of cosmic horror
Oh my god.
because I looked online.
Oh no.
5 planets are in retrograde right now.
Oh yes.
5 different celestial bodies affecting my body is what's going on.
That makes
okay?
perfect sense.
Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, okay? The other 2. Also.
2 other ones.
Yeah, two also as well.
What does Pluto in retrograde mean? Because that, for me, Pluto has been so disrespected throughout history where I'm like, what sort of revenge plot does Pluto have for us?
Is it not death?
Hold on.
Would
Everybody,
make
I'm
sense for
looking
me.
it up.
Yeah.
One of my biggest regrets about myself is that
Oh.
I don't believe in astrology.
That's okay.
Well,
That's a
here's-
regret. You should
is.
regret
It is a
that.
regret.
Yeah.
I wish I did. I just wish I did, but I can't.
Well, as comedians, we can't believe in anything.
I don't believe in anything.
Yeah.
And you can.
Yeah.
But there's I don't believe in astrology until someone's saying it. And I'm like, totally.
Yeah.
Like I'm
100%.
easily convinced into everything, but there's holes in it.
I just like something to believe in.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a great sense of camaraderie in the astrology community because everyone's mental.
And it's
They're
magic.
fucking
Because it's
insane.
mad.
Yeah.
Well, you could either go sci-fi or fantasy with what, you know, you could really go into science or, you know, where you're like, oh, my neurotransmitters are at 0.55.
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah.
can go fantasy where you're like, no, my moon's in Sagittarius, so I'm
have a
a
stomach
bitch right
ache.
now.
That's actually such a good point.
Yeah, it's
You
like,
either go one or the other.
you can't.
I'd love to think that I could get a fucking kick out of a crystal. I just love to. Oh, I'm going to
Yeah.
LA in a couple of days. I'm going to really try and get into it.
Go
No,
to a
that's
meditation.
a perfect place
Yeah.
to find
Yeah.
your
Yes.
spirituality.
Yeah.
LA.
Yeah.
A place with no God.
God left that place a long time ago.
Are they not all kind of witchy, woo woo, bougie birds?
Well, they
out there?
need it.
Yes,
Yeah.
they need it
They
desperately
need it.
because it's so dry. And the rosacea is running rampant, so they need something to believe in. I think you should go to like a crunchy meditation.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm going to go. I'd like to do a woman circle or something.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
sound
Oh, that
bath.
like dance circle that women always do in paintings.
chanting,
Wait.
sounding bells.
You know,
Pagan,
women are
pagan.
always doing
Like
like
that.
this. Okay.
In the woods.
Yeah, and men are
Yeah.
always like
in like
that's me on
a
horse.
white night dress.
Wow,
yeah.
wow.
In a white virgin.
That's what men
dress.
do in paintings.
You're actually totally right. They do, don't they? They have the course up in its hind legs.
Or like
It's
Yeah.
always in.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Mhm.
When an older woman in a lot of cloth
Yes.
hands you a potion, you have
It
no
works.
choice but to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Because
Yeah.
there's something about a woman with curly gray hair that knows all.
I know. We enjoy that. We enjoy that kind of female wisdom that's like that they can. There's a girl, I'm not going to say her name just in case she doesn't want me to, but I'm friends with her back in the UK and she's big into homeopathy. And like,
What's homeopathy?
like homeostasis. What did I? It's like
Homeopathic.
homeopathic.
it's like, I mean, I don't want to offend anyone, but it's just like balls of sugar.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the little
Yeah.
that you put under the
Oh,
tongue.
those things that you were
Yes.
obsessed with.
I was obsessed
Natural
with
remedy.
those. You know, it's
Yes.
duck liver. I found out
Oh.
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 it's sugar and duck liver.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, okay? Because I used to be a very scientific boy, which science
Yeah.
is the male wisdom that is just not working. Like the world's a disaster.
Yeah.
So I kind of think like I've been thinking about it and like the planets, and I'm like, why wouldn't the moon affect me?
I know
It's
what you
been
mean.
there this whole time.
Yeah, and
Flip
you
for
are full
millions
of
of
water.
years.
And it does
Yeah.
affect the tides, and you are full of water. We're basically cucumbers. We've loads of water in us.
So true.
Like I'm like,
So
why am I
true.
going to believe what some guy in a lab wrote down on a graph and was
We're
like, this
pretty
is the truth?
anti-science in this on this podcast.
Hence the astrology.
Something.
I know.
Just enough.
Just let it
because
all
we're
go
like,
for a sec.
it's not about the actual science. It's about the scientists. Like, who are you
Yeah.
to tell me what was in that beaker?
Yes.
You know, like there's never any proof. There's never any
Proof.
stats.
They do
It's just some
False
guy.
Actually, they
Journals.
work in proof.
But who is this guy in a lab coat to tell me what he's been up
Who's
to?
this random guy? It's like, this is Dr. Such and such.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
40
highly
degrees.
Actually, a
established.
woman too, by the
Absolutely.
way.
I'm like,
yeah.
I think I'm gonna believe this
He's a
witch
man
down
Women
the
can be
street.
scientists too, Gabby.
No.
No.
Do you know that but back in the day, if a woman committed a crime during a full moon, they gave her a lighter sentence because it was
Because she was going crazy.
Women
full
are
moon
werewolves.
and your menstrual cycles and all
Yeah.
that jazz.
From
I mean,
the-
bring that back.
Love
Bring
that.
that
From
back.
the outside perspective, the moon and women, you guys are connected. I'm so sorry. Something's
I hope we
connected.
are.
I would love an excuse.
Same.
I would love
Just
to be
give
like,
me a reason.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Give me a reason to pop off.
And
that
guys, we're
moon.
Yeah.
connected to the sun because we're either up or down, you know? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
where women have faces, you know?
Or hot or fucking
Not.
cold.
Okay. Morningwood, we rise with the sun, you know? And when
Yeah,
the sun
that's-
goes down, we're like,
Sulking. Yeah.
you know?
But hear this. I'm only horny at 3 p.m.
That's
Huh.
insane.
Is that insane?
Yeah.
It's an
Like
interesting time.
I am light horny, but at like mid-afternoon is when it's my time.
But comedy hours, if you get up at 11, 3 is actually
Morning.
High noon.
Lunch.
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 And what's sexier than lunch?
Afternoon delights, yeah.
I've actually never had sex at
So
the
true.
hour of 11. Isn't that crazy? Like, I've never had sex like at 11 a.m.
Really?
Well, you're
I've had-
very evening time.
I have had sex at like late night and early morning sex, which like ends at 10.
Mm.
If you have sex, then it's like
What
mid-
time does it start at?
I feel like I have, all hours of the wee hours of the night, I've done it.
The wee hours of the night.
Hours of the night.
Every minute of any of hours before 11, I've done it. But for some reason, I can't get a guy in my room at 11 a.m. There was meetings or some shit.
11's a real couple. Like if you're hanging out at 11 a.m., you're married.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you've been over and you're staying over.
Or
Yeah.
you've been over. Usually
Yeah.
when if you're over, you're staying over, you're gone. 11 is like, I live here now.
Yeah.
Is that embarrassing?
Like I've gotten up, I brushed my teeth, I did my skincare, I drank a cup of coffee, and now we're back in bed.
Yeah.
And him being like, oh, I'll go. And then you going, you don't have to
You don't
leave.
have to leave.
You know? Oh, fuck.
We should do rapid fire questions so we can do a couple of the hotlines.
Okay, these are quick questions. Wait, what did we find out about Pluto?
Oh,
I think
so
good.
Pluto
That's
is
the first time you've remembered a bookmark.
I've never done that.
Pluto is associated with the underworld, power, sex, death, renewal, rebirth, and hidden forces.
Hidden forces.
That has something to do
Love
with
that.
everything.
It's got its finger in a lot of pots.
every chapter of the book.
So when Pluto is in retrograde, it can be a time to reflect on our own shadow side
Oh, bitch.
and make changes to be on the right path. So this is when your shadows, you need to be like, all right, what's my shadow self?
This is so
What is
Halloween. What's your shadow self?
See, I got a notification the other day. Basically, they're like, oh, I must drunkenly have downloaded some shadow work course or something.
Hell yeah.
On the internet.
That was some
That's
good whiskey
such a
then.
bad
yeah.
I don't believe in anything, but let me just get this shadow.
My shadow self.
A bottle of Pinot Grigio down. I was
Yeah.
like, what's this? Yeah, so I was obviously looking for some sort of, I don't know,
Answers. You're
emotional
looking for
support.
answers.
But I didn't realize it was a reoccurring subscription. So they were taking $40 off me every month. So anyway,
Jesus.
cancelled it, never read a single bit of the stuff. So I don't even know. So I don't know what my shadow self is. But I
Oh,
did-
you've spent $80.
Yeah,
You don't even
more.
You should go back and read it. It
I
has
know.
to be in your email.
You have to download them. I was like, I obviously thought I was buying a book.
Yeah. And we can't have downloadable PDFs at that
Ugh,
point.
pain in the arse.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a gay deaf tarot card reader that I follow on Instagram that I really highly suggest for everyone. And when I get
Ooh.
drunk, I download his full moon workshops and they're a half an hour YouTube videos, and I always wake up with them on.
Is
my
he hot?
phone.
Yes.
Of course.
Awesome.
Yes.
No, because if I was with a guy, I'm kind of spiritual. He cannot be into magic.
Yeah, I want
You know
Oh
what
no,
I mean?
you
really
need like a Republican finance.
I need a
physical
Republican
realm
gay guy.
numbers guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finance guy.
Yeah.
Any man, like if I'm swiping through the apps, if any of them, and I find it over here more so than home, if a man identifies as spiritual, I'm out.
The dick's
Yeah.
bad.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to
And
be a
that-
bad
And he
way.
has
way.
an
Red flag
earring,
across the
and we're
board.
against
I'm
that.
out. No, I'm out.
Oh,
All right,
God.
girls,
Okay.
rapid fire.
Your hometown is.
Dublin.
You left because.
Oh, boom.
You'd only move back if you could.
It's not fair to say look at that. Actually, no, maybe edit that. Dublin will fucking kill me.
I'll bleep it out.
Yeah, I left because I wanted more work opportunities, and as much as I
Mhm.
adore Ireland, it's small. So if you want to really make it as a comic and do
Yeah.
big shows, you got to move.
You got to move.
You got to move.
Totally.
Also, I was single. I had no kids. I wanted to move to London for years. So it's like if there's one bonus of not having kids, is that you can
Yeah.
travel,
Mm.
drop your life at the drop of a hat,
Yeah,
and start a
and
new life.
I mean,
to
it's like
the
us,
city.
like, moving to New York City to be in the shining lights.
Yeah.
There's no shining lights in
I'm sure
Wallingford,
Dublin
Connecticut.
understands.
yeah.
That being said,
Okay.
we were in Dublin, and I got a girl in the audience who was a pharmacist to call me on UTI medication.
Shout out to her.
That made me
Shout
fall in
out,
love
you Irish.
with
She
Irish
what?
women.
She gave you UTI?
On stage.
She got on
She
stage,
gave me a
Gabby
UTI.
like a
This
pastor
big-
in the South is like, UTI!
UTI. I was on stage. I said, I have a UTI. Can someone DM me who was a pharmacist and call me on UTI medication? And a bitch did.
Yeah, good for her.
Life changing.
Good for her. There's nothing more painful than a UTI.
Yeah.
It's the most horrific. It's like pissing glass.
No, I
It's
know.
I
It
nearly
is.
called an
You-
ambulance
you know-
one night.
you know
I was
what?
So much pain.
It's so true.
I heard. So someone in my family, they got a really severe UTI, a man. So men, they
Mhm.
get UTIs.
Oh, I
way-
didn't know
No,
that.
they
men
get
can
them
get them.
less.
It's just more rare.
But when they get it, it's like 10 times worse, and you
Yeah,
go through
right.
psychosis and delusions, and you start like tripping.
That
and,
actually
like-
also happens in the elderly. The elderly, when they get UTIs, which is common, it also manifests in like psychological issues.
You know,
So
that
Maybe we
syphilis,
can give
you know.
guys a break. Maybe
Syphilis
men
might
aren't
be-
so crazy. Maybe they're
Yeah,
just
yeah,
all
yeah.
UTI'd up and all through history.
So
okay?
every man I've met has a UTI. That's what you're saying.
So true.
And I'll tell you what, we probably are going through delusions. We're just already going through them, so it just feeds right into
Men just
it.
don't believe you, so it's like, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
The perfect height for a man is.
Oh. I mean, I hate to be heightist, but I am.
No, it's okay.
So no, we are.
6'4".
Ooh,
That is
really
that is
nice.
right before
Agree.
it's stopped. It's not a disorder,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? Anything higher than that, it's a disorder. It's like gigantism, where you're
Yeah.
like,
No, you're gonna die
the
young.
proportions are off.
Yeah, you're gonna have to spend a fortune on huge beds and all. Where 6'4", I think is perfect.
Yeah, that's like quite brolic.
They can buy their clothes in a normal shop.
Sorry, I just thought of guys.
I love boys.
Okay, so this is my favorite question that we ask. Okay, you're trapped in an elevator for 6 hours.
Okay.
All you have on you is a big bag of cocaine,
Mhm.
a full veggie platter with dips.
Oh,
Okay.
where is
Assortment
this
of dips.
going?
I know, right?
It's the Ritz.
One Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can only the one celebrity who's also with you for that 6 hours is
Oh my God.
Keep in mind, you have all of these variables, all of these tools.
one Diet Coke.
One
Count
diet.
'em.
You have to
One.
share that Diet Coke.
A bunch of Coke
Maybe you
Bunch
and a
of
don't have.
veggie platter and
cocaine.
dips.
Who do you want to be stuck
would
in
you
an
be with?
elevator with?
Okay, so someone who doesn't suffer thirst. Is this like a riddle?
No.
In
Yeah,
a
it's like the
way.
Sphinx.
Is it like the? I don't know, it's like it's a ferret.
We're
Like
gonna
a
open
ferret.
up a portal
the answer
somewhere.
is man.
Someone with no mouth, just a nose. I don't know what I would. Who would I? So someone I'd like to have someone I'd like to have fun with, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have snacks, you have a Diet Coke, like you're up.
And,
And I
it's
don't
6
usually do
hours.
cocaine, but like if I'm trapped for 6 hours and I have a bunch, like
You
let's
wanna get-
let's party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you want to feed them the cocaine, so they tell you all the inside gossip. secrets.
Mm-mm.
They have secrets, they have stories. like,
Yes.
you know, who has tales to tell.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe Lily Allen.
Really good.
That's really good.
Ooh.
Now,
Really
I know
good.
she's in recovery, so she mightn't do the bag, which is great for me. Then I get the whole thing.
I know that's awesome. Yeah.
Joking, obviously.
Give her the Diet Coke.
Smart.
Yeah, she can have the Diet Coke.
And
I
she's
love
hopped
that.
up on caffeine.
Yeah.
And then you're hopped up on cocaine.
Yeah,
See,
and I may
you
be
don't need the
spiker.
cocaine because you have the Diet Coke. You get to be the, she'll be cool with that.
Yeah.
No one's ever done that before. No one's
Yeah.
ever split the resources.
Yeah. See, this is how good. This is good.
Yeah, I love Lily Allen. That's a great answer.
Oh, that's real. I love her.
And
Yeah.
she'd spill. Her book is brilliant. Have you read her book?
No.
No,
really
But
good.
she's
She's
great.
got stories to tell.
Yeah, I think she could keep you entertained for 6
She
hours.
wrote
easy.
one of the Oasis lads. I can't remember which one.
Oh wait, I just watched a TikTok about that.
Is
It was
Liam?
I think it was Liam.
I think it was Liam. Yeah,
Yeah.
and she
Who I
says it in the
love.
book.
Lasagna.
He's yeah.
You
I
know what
mean,
I'm talking about?
you'd-
No, you don't
Of course
know.
you
Liam
do.
Liam is just a
Got her.
hot name.
You're
Yeah.
too gay for Oasis.
Oh, yeah,
Why
way
is
too
Oasis
gay.
like on the other end
Oasis
of the
is
spectrum?
like a classic
Indie
rock,
rock band.
yeah, from
London.
Liverpool.
Oh,
And
yeah. That's too
They're
gay. They're not gay enough.
fucking crazy, and they just got back together, so everyone's freaking.
Yeah,
out.
the gayest thing about them is their like big little fight that they had.
yeah.
Where it's like,
Brothers
okay,
fight.
we're not gonna
It is
make
very-
music for 15, 20 years.
They
Okay.
had a sisters fight. Ultimately.
It's such a sister's fight.
Liam was so hot.
It is quite interesting
Yeah.
how like
They're
the
both gorgeous. I like they've got a great look to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got
Shout
a
out
great
to
look.
Oasis.
who did you pick
Hope they make it to tour.
right now?
Who right now? Okay. I want today. You know, this is always changing. But I want one of the security guards
Oh.
at the Royal Palace.
Oh, the ones who
Because-
can't make a face.
Or like their press secretary, their private secretary.
Yeah, I want
And
some
find out what's actually
inside
going on with
dish.
Meghan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on with Meghan now.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
my
they've
God,
been,
Meghan.
They've been breadcrumbing us too. I want the truth.
We are
now.
so anti-Meghan on
I
want
wanna
to
talk shit about
now.
Kate.
Okay.
You know,
Would you not then choose to have Meghan in the lift?
no, because Meghan will fucking
She'll
lie.
spin a
You know that she'll just be like, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I can't
No,
really.
thank you.
I can't. You know, like I want someone who has no familial ties
Mm,
and
no loyalty.
No loyalty.
You know who I actually think would be good
A
for
rat.
this? Princess Anne.
Oh,
Charles'
the crazy
sister.
one.
Yes.
She's just like
Wow.
like
She doesn't give a fuck.
She's still around.
she's still around
yeah.
and
Yeah.
she's an older woman now, but she just gives me this no bullshit vibe where she would be like, yeah, I'm so over
I'm
it. I
sick
hate
of this
this.
shit.
This
What do
is
you
what's
wanna
going
know?
on. Like I feel like she would give it to us straight.
Yeah.
Megan would be like, so like, we'd be like, so what's the dish? Like, do you hate Kate? She'd be like, no, she's like amazing.
She's
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She'd be that kind
She's
of.
very pure trained now, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bulletproof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't.
We're,
need that.
every American's mad at her.
You'd see her trying to crack on her 8th line of cocaine. You're like, come on, Megan.
Come on,
Come
girl.
on, Megan, more,
And
more,
she looks at-
Megan, more.
She's like, you can't break me.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
I was on Suits. You
I
can't
didn't have a
break me.
license. Do you understand?
Um,
More Megan,
all right.
little Diet Coke.
One more quick fire question so that we can do a hot one.
okay.
Okay, you're a serial killer.
Perfect.
The signature you leave on every victim is like one time Zach said cat eye.
I always put a cat.
Really
Put a
good.
cat eye.
Great. Great answer.
The cat eye killer.
The cat eye. killer.
I also
Right
steal
there.
some stuff, like a cat burglar. It's
Yeah.
like a cat fiend.
One time, one of
It's
you
like
said like you would leave the body in like a fun position.
Oh yeah, I'd be like,
taxidermed.
Yeah, which I thought was very funny.
That's my signature tell. Like
Mhm.
my card.
like, oh shit, that was
That was
Joanne.
Joanne
Yeah.
McNally. We know where she lives.
We know her. The comedian.
Yeah.
The comedian. Yeah.
No, she
She's
records
lovely
that for
stuff.
them.
A glass of
I just
Pinot
need my name
Grigio
and
right by
address
the
with
body.
Like,
A
I'll be here
signature?
between. Yeah.
You sign it.
Joanne. I think this was Joanne McNally again.
At
She
Joanne
strikes again.
McNally.
My phone number and email address.
Follow me on Instagram.
Instagram.
My emergency contact.
The
Yeah.
Zodiac Killer nowadays would be on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Of course. You're like, I'm doing a collab with a cadaver.
Do you have your own merch? Leave your own merch.
I do actually.
Oh.
you leave
I put
merch.
the body in a metallic pan bag because that's what I sell as my merch.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'd stuff the body. I should have got you a bag. I'll stuff the body in a giant. I'll send you one.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll stuff the body in a giant metallic handbag.
That's beautiful.
That's
Anxious,
awesome.
preoccupied. Yeah,
And they are, I cannot stress this enough, the biggest bag you've
They're
ever
huge.
seen.
Okay, I was
That's
about to say, I'm being like, this is like this.
No, her
Yeah.
bag brand is like, they're so awesome. They're like
They're big ass
legitimately this
bags.
big.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my gay brain can only see purses this big.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, we are
Much.
actually bringing out a micro bag now.
That's
well.
amazing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that it's only micro or like macro.
Yeah, well,
nothing.
Well, Nikki, my
reasonable.
business partner, so she is like an entrepreneur type woman, and I am not business minded at all. But she had this
Totally.
idea that we'd set up this some sort of company, like some sort of merch bit. It started out as merch, but like it's not. It's kind of like a bag.
It's
Company
a,
now.
yeah, it's a company.
Yeah.
That rock.
But so she made us bring out mid-sized bags, which I fought against. She's like, Joanne, we can't, like you said, we can't be bringing out bags the size of cars and then micro bags that you can't even get a lipstick in.
But that's
Yeah.
so funny.
No, it's hilarious. I-
That's the comedian mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that's ridiculous.
And
That's
like,
ridiculous.
Yeah.
like the scarcity of the fact that there's no middle ones
Yeah.
is part of the brand.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
It's
I'm on your
chaotic.
side.
It's chaotic.
It's chaos.
But Nikki was like, we should bring out a mid-sized bag, and we did, and actually they're selling quite well. So I was like, okay, I
All
stand
right.
corrected.
If it makes money, we're all fine.
I
We're all
stand corrected.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do some hotline.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
do the
Joanne would be
hotline.
amazing for giving our
I love the
our
vibe.
viewers, they need help. And I
Yeah,
think you're
so
gonna
we'll
be
do a
amazing.
couple here on the main one, and then you can jump over to the Patreon to listen to some more.
Patreon.com/the podcast.
To get a bunch of sweet little goodies, including us, a bunch.
Yum, yum, yum.
We've never done that.
That was like scripted.
Actually, I
Whoa!
don't
We've
wanna-
never done that.
Like a
never-
voiceover jingle. I've never heard anything so smooth.
that's never happened before.
That was beautiful.
That was awesome.
Maybe 11 a.m. is it. Don't make
Oh,
me do this
don't
again.
tease me.
I told you,
Don't
Gabby.
make me do this
Everybody
again.
else
Don't
is
tease
up
me.
at this time.
Okay, the hotline. Here we go. All right. The first question is it normal to daydream about my exes if I'm in a relationship?
Yes, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Okay. What are exes in your mind's eye for if not to cast as your boyfriend when you're mad at your boyfriend?
This is your story.
great
That's
idea.
really
This
good.
is your
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
This is
Lore.
you reading the scrolls of your own life. I think
Beautifully
about
put.
every boy I've ever met. I'm like
I'm placing them.
at the
The-
you know? I think about every boyfriend I've ever had constantly.
Yeah.
nonstop.
I think your exes are like they're kind of stitched into you. You can't get away from them. They're and
Yeah.
like that. Sometimes people have passed through your consciousness and your thoughts, and you don't even notice that they're. It's like a file of facts. It's just spinning all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Everything you do triggers a memory. Now, obviously, if I knew my boyfriend was thinking about his ex, I'd go fucking mad.
Well, yeah, but that's not
Kill.
what
I'm
we're talking
allowed.
about.
I'm obviously allowed to.
No.
do it.
Of course you are.
Of course
Thinking
I am.
about a man is nothing. Thinking about another woman?
How dare you?
Disrespectful.
I know.
I'm not enough. No, it's like
I'm mad at you.
You know the book in Hocus Pocus that's like a bunch of skin?
Yes.
I
Like-
watched this last night.
Perfect. That
You're
do you
caught
know
up.
what I'm talking
No.
about? In Hocus Pocus?
I don't think I've seen Hocus Pocus.
It's about witches.
Man. It's about witches.
This is my new
Sarah
lifestyle
Jessica
now. When I
Parker.
get to LA, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
It's great.
That's all the
It's
spirituality you need to do.
season.
Focus.
Just watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Exactly.
Teenage Witch.
And you'll get it. The book in Hocus Pocus is made of a bunch of like dead man's skin.
Yeah,
and
it was
there's
made by Satan himself,
Satan himself.
Okay.
wrapped in skin.
He has hobbies.
Exactly.
Even-
There's an eyeball on it, and it's sort of
Oh,
like
I've
a
seen
living
this
book.
around.
Yeah,
know
that.
it's
Yeah.
very pop culture.
I have that book, if you will. It's more of a zine
Yeah.
of all of my exes.
Yeah.
And it's a living, breathing book, and sometimes you just have to
Flip through
Flip through.
and just recall.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like you're just a product of all your memories and all your past. So yeah, it's
Very good point.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I'm-
again, if my
Put that on one
boyfriend
of your
does
big
it, I will
bags.
have him assassinated.
He'll
Yeah,
have no
killed.
memories because he'll be dead.
You can't think when you're dead. You know on your iPhone when you like swipe left and then suddenly it's a picture of your ex-boyfriend from 2006?
Yeah.
Stop. I know. I got in terrible
You guys
trouble.
got to
It's
delete those.
Really, but you
Delete
can't
them.
because they're memories. I've always flipped through that and I'm like, wow, he was shorter than I remember.
Do you-
Wow, go ahead.
Do you think this is why you can't get over them?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Solve that one.
I remember I was going out with this guy and just randomly, like your phone does, because your phone is a little terrorist sometimes.
Yeah.
We were at dinner and the guy I was going out with, he was quite territorial and quite jealous, I would say.
Mm.
Hot.
And my phone's sitting there, and next thing, a photo pops up of me and this ex, and it was a kind of a sexy photo, which I didn't even remember. Your phone never forgets.
It
I didn't
really
even remember I
doesn't.
had it.
Yeah.
You needed to see
Anyway.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was
And they're like,
my
we see you're
God.
at a restaurant. Does this asshole picture remind you of this restaurant?
thinking of you.
And there's music.
the little slideshow. Ass.
2011
My
in
ass.
restaurants, and it's just assholes. And you're like, this wasn't in a restaurant.
Oh my God.
But it was a dish.
But lastly, I'll say about this is I manifest. I'm always manifesting. I'm
So
always
true.
putting out my intention to the universe, and I'm waiting to hear back. Okay, that is my vibe.
Busy signal. Busy
Busy
signal.
signal. Okay,
beep,
if it rings 6 times, no one's answering. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I have in my head, I imagine my future kids. Okay, a husband who's an amorphous black shadow.
Tall,
Yeah.
but big.
But big, strong. I have all his his stats, but
Yeah.
like not the
Person.
image.
Yeah.
So that is actually what an X is for, is when you're looking into your mind's eye, imagine your future, who's standing there
Yeah.
and who can just play that part in the community theater right now.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I
Wow,
mean?
really
Next season, we're going to recast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's why my X is.
Who's
Yeah.
the non-union actor that will step into that role
Yeah.
until we get the star?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
being
know,
like,
Or that body double they used to light,
Yes.
the set, and then the actual actor comes in.
Yeah.
Yes.
And someone
Stand
stand in.
Stand in, there we go.
Yeah.
And then for sex, a few stunt doubles. You know what I mean? But,
Okay, next one, and this is obviously very specific for you, but somebody asked to rate Irish guys out of 10.
Oh, like different locations.
all of Irish, like the different types of Irish guys.
One Irish guy. I'll take
Like
them to-
Cork.
I mean, that's what they said, so I think we can take this question however we want to.
Do we want to do it like Irish guys versus other guys?
Versus, like,
I'll
Italian?
tell you the main, and it's
Say.
it's just the truth. I know more than most women. I'm very drawn to funny men.
Yes.
It's they could look like a melted Wellington in the face. If they are funny, I'm in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And Irish lads are,
funny.
for the most
So
part,
funny.
They talk like flutes.
very funny.
And they're funny.
Everything's a riddle.
Like it's like very,
They're very
That is an
musical.
Irish
Yeah, yeah.
They're
accent.
very musical.
You know that
One
like
big
pan flute?
episode of Riverdance, just every
Yeah.
tap dancing sideways through the streets.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
funny.
So it's for sense of humor and personality. Like you gotta go.
Do you feel like you go for Irish guys more than
Yes.
any other demographic?
Oh, you do when you're so. We're very like similarity is attract. You're kind of drawn to what
Totally.
feels like home, familiar
Yeah.
to you. So
Yeah.
the further away from home you are, the more drawn to Irish men I am.
Mm.
But
When
now
I
I
go-
live in London, so I'm indulging Englishmen.
I thought you said I'm gay. No,
I'm
I
gay.
thought that's what you said.
I'm
I'm
gay.
like, oh,
yeah,
Right
but
now,
Irish
drawn
men
to what
are
you
better
are.
than Englishmen.
What?
Irish men are better than Englishmen.
For
in my
sure.
opinion.
It's so funny because I guess you kind of get used to whatever you're surrounded by as well. But for sure, there's definitely more crack in an Irish lad. Even like on
Mhm.
dating apps, even chat and texts and stuff.
Yeah.
better.
There's always more. Yeah, there's always more crack with an Irish guy.
I love the word
Shout out to
crack.
Irishman.
Englishmen can be quite dry sometimes.
I
Yeah.
don't like them. I used to fetishize English guys, like
Yeah.
guys from London. I used to be like, oh, that's so hot. They're like Jason Statham. They're not. Okay. There's
Yeah.
only one Jason Statham.
And there will
Yeah.
never be
Okay.
another.
And he's married to a Victoria's Secret model. How am I going to compete with that?
Idiot.
Oh my God, I got to go to the gym. Oh my God.
Because there's so many of them that you do also get funny sound English lads. Of course you do.
But like, I just think
Yeah.
they're
Yes.
dry, like what you said. Like, it's like,
Well,
I
and
need
you guys don't like how
someone
coy they are.
who gushes their heart out.
Yeah.
And I've been with English guys, and it's like the 5th time we've been out or whatever. And I'm like,
Call me hot.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Say I'm
I had that
beautiful.
exact situation with this guy I was seeing. I was like, this is like getting blood from a stone.
Yeah.
oh my God. Yeah.
Compliment me
I like
now.
you. Oh, wow, thanks. I like you. It's like getting a compliment from an AI chat GPT.
Yeah. Like,
It's
Yeah.
just wrong. And also I feel like Irish guys have a little sparkle in their step. There's a little magic to it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Where English guys are so grounded in the, earthly realm.
the magic
Yeah.
has been
They're like
stamped out. in
facts, and I
London.
want to read a newspaper and tell you about how many prime ministers I've had. You know,
Irish people, because Ireland was traditionally quite an underdog, so I think we still have that in our kind of DNA.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
underdogs are always more entertaining.
That's why I like Americans, Irish people, and Australians. We all have kind of a similar but different kind of fuck it, let's party vibe.
butt of the
Yeah.
joke vibe.
You know, everyone loves to joke about us, so we're like, all right, well, fucking maybe we are crazy.
yeah.
You know, that's what
Maybe
I
I'm
like.
so fucking crazy.
I also like Scottish guys because their heads are the shape of a boat. It's like huge.
I love the
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah.
I like
can't
it.
get
The
it. I can't
Glaswegian
get it.
accent is the sexiest accent
Oh.
in the world.
I can't understand a word,
And that's what's
Perfect.
and I
amazing.
like
Yeah, that's
that.
what you want.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
My first one night stand was with an Irish guy.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
He was a bartender in Times Square.
Oh,
Yeah, his name was Callum.
I don't think
Callum
I've ever been
Berry.
with I've been with
God, you're really
many,
ratting them out.
many
Welcome.
Brits. I haven't been with
Welcome.
an Irish.
Your time
There-
Help
welcome.
me. No.
Well, what I like about having sex with an Irish guy is because I'm very pale as well, and then we're both
Mm.
sort of patchy and red at the end, and
Yeah.
it feels nice to have a community in that
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
So how do you deal with your rosacea?
Yeah, we're both like, all right, I just need a sec, maybe a quick shower, like that. You sort of need that as well.
Your
We're
both
like,
of your Raynaud's actually solves each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get.
He has a cooling room in the house just
Yeah.
for that exact opportunity.
cold shower, cold
Yeah.
shower
Oh,
time.
I
That-
just need to go get my heated blanket. You're like, oh, I love you.
Okay, we can do either one Morla hotline or we can do wings, but we cannot do both. And then we'll do Morla hotlines on the Patreon.
We'll have to do wings.
we'll have to do wings.
We'll have to do
Okay.
wings.
So wings is just like a compliment cum blast to the face. Where we
Oh.
just compliment the shit out of each other. British people hate this segment.
We've done it with
Oh,
British
yeah.
people, and
Yeah,
it
you know
sounds
what
like
I
we're
mean?
torturing them, and
I'm
we're like,
like-
Yeah, they're like literally like this.
I think Irish people are even worse.
This, but
We're about to find
you'll
out.
be fine because you're a girly girl.
you're a girly girl.
This is just us. We're gonna double team you, compliment the shit out of you,
Mhm.
and then you have to compliment us back.
You don't have to, but it would be weird if you didn't.
Okay.
It would be awkward for everyone if you did it.
Okay.
Okay, so I
Okay.
think we'll just begin. Oh my
I'm
God.
already like, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, the hat
okay.
is going.
Cock-a-doodle doo, that the cock on your hat, okay, has got me singing "Good Morning." You're beautiful.
Thank you.
You're
Beautiful,
absolutely
stunning.
gorgeous.
Like I said when you walked in, snatched. You're snatched right now.
You're a snatch, and you have a beautiful. What's this? Is this the décolletage? Like
This is decorative.
it's like
decolletage.
you have an amazing like neck. You have an amazing neck.
neck to chest ratio.
You know,
ratio.
like
Mhm.
high value in a court.
Elegance.
You know what I mean? Like
It's amazing. Why didn't we start with this?
Yeah.
I know, right?
Like if this was a caste system, and it is.
Life is a caste system. Wake up, girls.
Wake up.
That's the real hotline.
Yeah.
Advice: life's a caste system.
You're in a castle. People are starving on the streets. You understand? And you pay them no mind.
No, but you do like PR stuff. You're like, let's teach the orphans how to read.
And they're
you know?
like, we don't want to read. We want food.
We want food. We want
know?
bread.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I want you to teach me
Well,
to
I
read.
can't help with
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I don't have food on me. I have a book. Also, I do have to say how we met, and it's so random. I don't even know if you remember this, but you probably do. I hope so.
Ouch.
We, I'm digging a hole. It was the Comedy Store in
New
London.
York?
No,
Okay.
it was in London. I think I've not even.
Oh, yeah,
told- yes.
yes.
We both. You were auditioning for the club. I was
Yeah.
new to comedy, just like doing a spot.
Yeah.
All of your material was about Zara. I'll never forget it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was,
Stuck with her.
dare I say, the only person laughing.
Yeah. What?
You ate shit. I ate shit.
Did I? I don't remember
We
that at all.
both ate shit. To be clear,
I don't remember that at all.
we both bombed ass.
Oh my God, no way.
But everyone in the room was 60 and all the comics were 60. We were the only young people.
This was the open spot audition to get into the store.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was years ago.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
the podcast,
Pre-pandemic.
before everything.
Yeah.
I was like a year into comedy. something
Yeah.
crazy. And then I remember being like, I'll be forever
wings,
connected
Gabby.
in blood
That's
to that woman.
hilarious.
And then I didn't see you years later. And then when you popped up back into my life, you were doing the podcast with Vogue, who is my family friend.
That is so funny. And
Yeah.
it also, can I just say, this will tell you how deluded I am. Because if anyone had ever asked me, did you die in the store? I'd be like, no.
No.
I obviously walked off and was like, smashed it.
Got your ass, you old fuck.
Got you.
Yeah, smashed it.
Who's
Called
laughing
killing it.
now?
I remember the first time I died, I was going out with a comic at the time and he kind of got me into it. So he used to come to some of the gigs and like very early days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, doing 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there.
Yeah.
And the gig I knew it wasn't great, but we came off and he was like, ooh. And I was like, what? He's like, oh yeah, that was bad, John. And I was like, was it?
Was it?
I was like, was it? And he's like, yeah. I was like, did I die? And he goes, oh yeah. You died there.
I love.
I was like, next.
I wasn't aware.
I mean,
I was
that's
down.
a good.
I
And look
like
how
doing
you're making it in the
I have
industry with that
confidence of a
attitude.
white man.
I love that for you.
Yeah, I was
That's
just
the
like,
best.
nah. They're like, I don't even remember dying. I obviously went off the Zara. They really went for that Zara stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the most deluded stories I ever heard was by a male comic, and he was.
For sure.
The story goes, he was supposed to do 10. He ended up doing 30 minutes, which is like
Yikes.
really rude. Blah blah blah. Everyone's
That's
waiting to go
crazy.
on. Yeah, and he died for the 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, and bombing.
Yeah.
Okay.
30 minutes of bomb time. And when he came off, the other comics were like, what the fuck? They were like,
Yeah.
oh, how do you think that? Because he just seemed like Grant.
Yeah.
He wasn't like crying into
Yeah.
a sponge, which is what he should have been doing. And they're like, how do you think that went? She goes, really good. Really good, actually. He goes, kind of lost them. He goes, there was a bit of booing in the middle.
Boo.
Like, back at the end. And they're like,
I would count one boo a fail.
any boo.
Imagine
boo.
getting booed and being like, I have another 15 you'll love.
Wait,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I'll get you.
Yeah.
I'll get you.
Yeah.
Doubling down.
That is
So
crazy.
funny.
But there are some comics that do that
They're
just like
psychotic.
truly eat dicks and
Yeah.
they get off like, oh, that was
Crushed
amazing.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you're actually clinical.
But that was me, obviously.
no.
Mine was
Because
just,
we looked at each other. You knew at the time.
I
this was
must have
just
known
so
at the
long ago.
time. Yeah.
And you
We
proved
looked
to
at
be
each other
successful anyway.
backstage and we were
So-
like this.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. The store at that time was not built for people like us.
No, it was like, I remember there was 2 young girls in the audience and everyone was 70 and it was like
Yeah.
a sea of old people.
Yeah.
The Zara
And-
jokes the girls were like,
Keep going.
Yeah. We're just like, we got you, girl.
Yeah.
We got you.
I love it.
Yeah. But then I remember the next time, then randomly, then you were hanging out with Vogue's family in France or something.
Mhm.
And I was like, what the fuck? How is the world?
So random.
That is so random. I said, Gabby, that's the comedian. I was hanging out with her. And then you came to my show in the town hall.
Yes,
with
me and
Hannah.
Hannah came
Yeah.
Mm.
and it was so fun. And
How did she get on in Edinburgh in the end?
this is my second year of doing it.
Okay.
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Last year I did a month. We'll never do that again.
Yeah. It's too
I
long.
was coughing up blood at one point.
What?
Everyone was so deeply sick
She was
that I
in the
had
play
like
and doing a thing.
I had 2 shows a day.
Oh.
I had like a deep set of bronchitis. But the thing about, healthcare in the UK is that you have to show up with no arm
Yeah.
to the hospital and then prove to them that you have no arm.
Yeah.
It's not enough to be like, look, I have no arm. You have to be like, I have no arm because of this, this, and this. And it's completely my fault.
Well, you
Yeah.
have 2 references that you're missing an arm.
Yeah.
I don't
It
believe
has to be, you have to be actively dying to get medication in that country. So I had bronchitis, but I couldn't get my hands on antibiotics.
Because you're so beautiful, so they didn't believe you.
Yeah, and they were like, you clearly look amazing. And
So thin.
it got to a point where I was just coughing up
You're so
blood.
thin, you can't have consumption.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we canceled only 2 shows. And then we had to keep going.
Rock and roll.
So this year I only did 1 week and it was perfect.
Yeah. It's a long way to go though for a week, but still, you're right. I used to do the month pre-COVID, I used to do the month.
Yeah.
And then once COVID kicked in, and then everything changed up there, the culture changed. A month, it's too long.
And you don't
You
have
manipulated
to do
us.
it.
We were complimenting her.
Oh.
She switched it on us.
Oh yeah.
You got us to stop
Very
complimenting you.
good.
And you're not, she's like,
The-
yeah,
the
I know
Irish
what I
are
just
really
did.
good.
I'm just very scatty. I didn't even know what we were talking about.
So how was Scotland, by the way?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I was Scotland, by the way. Oh my God. So this thing.
We do have
You're
to.
beautiful.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
beautiful. And like, I like the hat and because you look like,
That's an act of desperation because I've stopped washing my hair.
you know,
No,
in
it's perfect.
American history
I'm
during
oiling
the,
at the hair. I'm oiling.
I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know American history? Anyone?
Yes.
I don't.
Which part of it?
We're talking, you
Got a
know
lot
when
to
girls
cover.
would put on a cap and be a young boy and travel on the train?
Yeah. That scrappy
You are
vibe.
so like giving. You're gonna take that in long, beautiful hair. Like once you get to the
No.
big city,
It's just
It's
a
like-
greased nest because I'm oiling, Zach. I'm oiling.
we're all
you got
oiling.
back to you got on the train. You were a small city, no opportunities,
No.
only beans. There's only beans. Okay,
Yeah.
beans and tumbleweeds, like
And I was
in
wearing-
Kansas.
Yeah, and I was wearing glasses, but then once I take the glasses off, no one recognizes
You're
me.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, the tip.
Like a huge butt.
Yeah.
And then every eligible bachelor in the city wants you, and
Yeah.
you become a socialite. That's what I say.
And people throw
Great.
jewels at you and gifts and
Great.
furs.
Yeah, you give me luxe vibes, luxurious.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
What's it called? Stoic. What's it called? That Succession fashion, where they're so rich that they don't need to.
oh, they're like poor looking.
They don't need to wear brands as such. Like they wear. It's not demure fat. There's some term for it.
Quiet luxury.
Quiet
Quiet
luxury.
luxury.
Like Mark
Yes.
Zuckerberg wears the same, like a one T-shirt.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
wouldn't
but it's really
describe him as quiet
Not quite
I just
him,
want
luxury.
you to know, Gabby's always on me for not dressing well.
No, that's
Well,
not
you're
what I
big
say.
into fashion. You're
She's-
so stylish.
She's
Thank you.
huge into fashion. I'm more like my body's enough.
Yeah.
Vibes.
Which I get and I empathize with and I understand.
and I wear the same thing a lot in a row.
I'm just saying if you want to be a celebrity, start dressing like a
okay. Well, Mark Zuckerberg, kind of a celebrity. Okay, I would say.
Then invent
didn't he-
Facebook and you can wear whatever you want to wear.
Isn't Mark Zuckerberg gone kind of cool now? Didn't he?
He looks
got hot.
good.
He got hot.
He got a stylist or something.
Gabby would hook up
Yeah.
with him.
I would. I like, we'll get rid of the flip flops and then. Okay, quickly compliment us.
Okay, so I'm not great at giving compliments
You're
either.
gonna do amazing, I
It
believe
makes
it.
me sound like I'm lying, so just know that I'm not.
That you're not
It's
lying.
truthful.
Okay, yeah. I don't believe you.
Go ahead.
Your body is enough.
Thank you.
So true.
Yeah, your beautiful face.
Thank you.
You look like a tiny supermodel. You've got the neck of a what are those
Lizard.
things called?
Lizard.
No,
Salamander?
not a-
Salamander.
Newt.
Swan.
Oh,
Newt.
Newt.
You're gonna tell me, you're gonna look me dead in the eyes and say I don't look like a tadpole.
You don't look like a tadpole.
Thank
Swan.
you.
Maybe after they went to NYU, bitch. Okay, you look amazing.
Like they've been on a retreat for
Yeah.
like yeah.
Goop swan.
And you're both hilariously funny. You have a great rapport.
Thank you.
You improv fantastically together.
Thank you. I love her.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's the best. I love
Yeah.
her.
They would be they're my true thoughts.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
True thoughts.
True.
Very good.
You look like you've had a full night's sleep,
Wow.
Wow.
as do you.
Thank you. I did. I played a little Sims before I went to sleep.
You did?
Yeah.
And you both look younger than your age, even though I don't know what age you are, Zach. 30. Oh no, sorry, I'll take that back.
I look exactly. Okay, cool. I look exactly. Hopefully, I look
Bang
exactly
on.
30.
I would have said bang on 30.
I think I look 27.
What age are you?
30.
Yeah, you look
Yeah.
you're-
Yeah,
It's that
I sense
moment.
that.
Isn't it so funny though? Like it's because I'm 41 now, and like
Are you really?
yeah.
You look.
Oh my
you're
God.
Amazing.
What do you- I'm absolutely wrecked at the moment. I look terrible.
No, you look
You're-
great.
Yeah, can't take it. Can't take it.
You're having sex with hot guys.
You're an international
You're
global celebrity.
like, yeah.
That is true.
That's
Sorry.
right.
That's true.
And that takes
No,
10 years off your life.
Yeah,
I
that's
couldn't
so
get anything over here.
It's New York actually sucks.
The chat, and then I
The chat's bad, so let that go.
Bad.
Let that.
Yeah.
There's no.
You're not gonna get.
crack.
You're not gonna get
Joanne.
the crack.
In
How
London.
are you?
Oh,
You
in
know,
London, I like actually guys like talk and they're like, let's go on a date.
I know.
Ah.
Yeah.
Here, I'm like, every gay guy is poly and open. So
Also, our
I
I
male.
like hook up with them. I like them, and they're like, my husband is home waiting for. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Also,
I can't
male
do the potty
comedians
thing.
here have autism. That's our brand.
Ah, okay.
Who
okay.
does?
The male comedians.
Oh, yeah, that's
They have
why
autism.
they do that.
In the UK, it's sort of an art form, and everyone's like, I'm a wordsmith, therefore I do this.
Yeah.
Here, everyone's like, I couldn't get another job.
Really?
So I'm going to choose the one thing in America that's probably the hardest thing we could possibly choose.
Yeah.
Grant you, being a celebrity is in our blood.
Blood. We have to go to the Patreon. We're so over.
Okay,
Okay.
really quick, Wings, you look amazing. I love you. Super cool episode when you say.
Zach, I love you. You look, and I really like when you wear that shirt.
Thank you, Lizzie. I love you so much.
Yeah.
You're my rock in a hopeless place or whatever. Diamond in the sky, Rihanna.
Absolutely.
Diamond in the sky.
You know, Diamond in the Sky.
I love
Rihanna.
that song. Yeah.
Rihanna.
A classic.
And you are my Oprah.
Yes.
where I get all of my knowledge from you and I won't look anything up if you say it because I believe it's true.
Same.
Perfect.
Great.
Perfect.
And we love you guys. We'll see you on the Patreon where we do some more hotline.
Patreon.com/podcast. Follow Joanne. Joanne, where can we follow you? Go really quick. Go.
Joanne McNally is my Insta, which is the only one I'm really on. I'm kind of lazy.
No, that right.
Perfect. And my therapist Ghost Me podcast.
Oh,
and then
sorry.
also the Avril Lavigne one.
Sorry, and the BBC Sounds, I've the Who Replaced Avril Lavigne, the Conspiracy Theory podcast, and
Ooh.
did Furby Spinals, which is the same series.
Very good.
No, it's incredible.
Oh, that's incredible.
Her work is incredible.
Your work is
Okay,
incredible.
Do you but the Avril thing?
I
It's
know.
so
we
good.
talked about
We
it a
talked
little bit
about
on
that
this.
once.
And
So funny.
I believe it.
Why wouldn't we?
Bye,
Makes sense.
guys.